Ever so slowly, the conversation is shifting from recognizing fascism and learning about it to feeling the deep-seated urge to fight against it. We are in the 11th hour and time is evaporating, so reacting is instrumental. And if we do not form an alliance between center libertarians and the left and dominate the 2024 vote across the entire United States, the repercussions will be immeasurable. This is especially true as almost all of the fascist ingredients are presently visible in the United States. Now, in 1930, many missed it. This time we're seeing it, but it's also close to being too late. So how the hell do we get out of this? The end of fascism is either marked by defeat in a war, a revolution, internal conflicts, or economic collapse. Looking at the US military alone, a war or violent revolution is probably a really bad idea. Internal conflict is only likely if we take on political power positions and force that conflict. And forcing an economic collapse implies significant damages to all of us, but has to be a last resort. The solution is that there is no magic wand, but only hard work and commitment and finding every alliance in your community and getting involved, because complacency is death. Fascism thrives in ignorance and misinformation, so continue to observe the historical context and tactics of fascism and share that knowledge with everybody who's willing to listen. Speak out against fascist ideas and rhetoric. Silence is complicity. Use your voice to loudly point out hate speech, racism, and bigotry, and be as unapologetic as the opposition is. Organize and mobilize. Fascism gains power through division and isolation. Form alliances with others and work together to resist it. This includes economic alliances in your neighborhood, workplace alliances, joining interest groups, and before we fall off the cliff, nationwide strikes, similar to France, bringing the economy to a grinding halt, have to be an option. Fascism does rely on strongman leaders. We have to challenge them at the ballot box. If we are not 100% interested and deeply invested in the democratic process, nothing will change. Fascism undermines the foundations of democracy and seeks to strip away individual freedoms. Crash every meeting, make your voice heard, filibuster if you can, or align with others to run every meeting out of time. Fascism relies on propaganda and censorship to control the narrative. Vehemently support independent media outlets with accurate reporting. That means you, fact-checking, will need to be your favorite pastime. Get good at it and be relentless. Fascism aligns itself with big business and seeks to consolidate power in the hands of the very few and the very wealthy. Support only unionized businesses, and if there is no union, they don't deserve your business. Shop local and spend your money by clearly delineated political and ideological support. US fascism in particular targets marginalized groups, the BIPOC community, LGBTQ communities, and non-Christian religions. We have to learn from their resilience and stand in solidarity. Fascism responds to dissent with violence. The antidote is peaceful, civil disobedience. However, there is a breaking point when self-defense is the final measure of civility. Fascism thrives in apathy and disengagement. Voting is the bare minimum, but also run for every single office, oppose every single ineffective or adverse incumbent. If there are already multiple great options available, we must tame our own egos and consolidate behind the best candidate. Again, there is no magic wand or quick fix. However, it also wasn't a magic wand or quick onset that got us here. It's only the pace that we're currently experiencing that makes it look this way. This has been decades in the making. And to have a fighting chance, we gotta come together right now and organize and fight back.